You're listening to the Comic Crusaders podcast. I am your host, Al Mega, CEO of Comic Crusaders and Undercover Capes. In this show, I'm sitting down with creators from all walks of life to talk about inspiration, process, the lessons they've learned, and a whole lot more. Well, power up, mi gente, it's your boy Al Mega, and today on Comic Crusaders, we are breaking all the rules of reality, decency, and good judgment in the best way possible, because this is when Riverdale meets the Necronomicon, and guess what? No one's safe, right? That's right, Crusaders. Today we're talking that Archie Army of Darkness crossover. It's so wild, it's gonna make you question every after-school special you've ever seen. Milkshakes, still there. Teen drama, of course. Demonic possessions, absolutely, man. And joining me is the architect of this beautiful madness, the scribe that has been brave enough to unleash Deadites on America's favorite redhead. Right, my man is a writer. He's a comic book chameleon and a certified pop culture chaos agent. So strap in, lock your doors, and eye your boomstick, because here comes the big boy himself, the big boss, Erik Burnham, baby. He's bringing the Burnham mania to the building today, baby. What's going on? How you doing?
I'm doing great. Yeah, pop culture chaos agent. I like that. That's good.
Let's go. But bro, after what you did here, this mashup of total madness, yeah, baby, unleash it. I cannot wait. Exciting for February. You know, this is that Dynamite Archie crossover. I'll bring up the page so you can see the covers and start begging your comic shops to make sure that they have this, you know, on their shelves. Make sure in your pull list, because this baby's dropping in April, so there's more than enough time for you to go over there and make sure that this is on your pull list. Don't be playing around with me, all right? Now, this is Archie, Army of Darkness. Erik, who hurt you?
I got a list. I think I'll put it up on my website. No, this is such a weird assignment. I was so glad to get it. I don't know if what it says about my mentality. But I was glad they came to me with this. It's, you know, I mean, it's a little bit of snarkiness, a little bit of B-movie horror, and a little bit of teen comedy. It's just a bunch of stuff that's fun to play with, and I'm glad I get to be the one to do it.
I dig it. So when you started digging into the idea itself, would you say that, you know, it was a nostalgic love, madness, or some late night what if moments, scenarios in your head, you know?
A little everything. I mean, luckily when Matt Idelson came, emailed me, the editor, to write this, he didn't give me a whole lot of time to get into my own head and overthink it. He said, "Can you have something to me, you know, in like 3 days?" So I went to town in coming up with a way to put this stuff together, and I didn't overthink it because I'm prone to doing that. I would still be.
Coffee.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, I would take 6 months to, you know, figure out one conversation if I had the time. So,
oh, wow.
But yeah, no, they gave me a little amount of time, but it was enough time to come up with ways to be silly and violent and hopefully funny.
Oh, excellent. I'm excited, man. So what was rule number one when mixing Riverdale with Deadites?
You know what? That's the thing. What I thought would be rule number one would be to lower the violence.
Okay.
Turns out that was not rule number one. I sent them when I wrote the first issue, the first scene. I sent them a couple of different versions. Okay, here's the violent version. Here's the violent version that doesn't hurt any of the characters that people know from Riverdale, and here's a version that is absolutely not violent at all. It's, you know, Saturday morning cartoons, pick up and throw the person kind of a thing. And they said, "Oh no, we're fine. We've done Afterlife with Archie. You can go violent." Which it reset the rules. So the thing that it came down to that I think would be the rule is just to make sure that the two worlds feel right. The Archie world has its level, the logic that would play in an Archie book plays, and the violence that would play in Army of Darkness plays, and I mix those two. So that's what became the rule, is to just make sure that the worlds feel accurate, and then mash them up, then mix them up. Yeah.
Are you a fan of both worlds originally?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I said this. I think most folks in the U.S. over the last 50 years have encountered and read Archie's at some point. I know I did. I saw them on the newsstands and
Supermarket for me.
I was supermarket, exactly. I was able to find Archie books in towns that I lived that didn't have comic shops otherwise. So if I got the urge for a comic, there was always Archie if there was nothing else. So I'm definitely fond of those characters, and I'm definitely fond of teen comedy as a genre. And I'm a big fan of Army of Darkness. Out of all the Evil Dead movies, that's my favorite because it's a monster movie, but it's goofy. It has the right sense of humor for me. It doesn't take itself too seriously, although the stakes are real. Ash is very much, he feels put upon. He feels like, why do I have to deal with this? Why me? And then he just goes ahead and deals with it anyway. And it like I said, I connect to that attitude. So both of those things are things that I enjoy very much. And
Ash is like the Al Bundy of horror. Like,
it really is.
It doesn't really have to be me.
I live in the upper Midwest, and if I throw a stick into a crowd, I'm going to hit somebody who has that personality. Probably more than one. I mean, so yeah.
That must be amusing. No wonder you have good humor then. All right, so Archie characters are in fact iconic. So how do you protect their heart though while unleashing that horror? Differently from what Archie horror has done.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's that's been a process of just writing the stuff down and seeing what they let me get away with. Archie is very protective of their characters, and if I get a line wrong, if I get a take wrong, if they react in a way that Archie thinks is wrong, they'll tell me and I'll fix it. So going through the first script and seeing what they flagged, and they said, okay, Jughead would never say this, Archie would never be like this, change these things. That information helps me. I mean, I thought I had a pretty good handle on the characters, but every once in a while you do something that feels right but isn't. Archie is not going to snap at Jughead in this way in this situation. All right, cool. I understand that now, and it's noted for the future. And the further I've gone, the less notes I've got. So that's worked out. I think I've finally nailed it with their correction and their patience.
Excellent. Now let me ask: was there any character that surprised you once things got dark as you were writing the story? Any character you're like, oh shit, I put him in a pretty crazy spot and he survived. How do you manage that?
Yeah. I'm just like, I'm trying to think if there's a way I can answer it without spoiling some of the fun in the book.
I'm sorry, my questions are deep, man. I'm stifled, man. I'm gonna learn, man. I want everybody to buy this book. Come on, man.
Yeah. No, there is, I think there's a bit with Jughead, coming towards the end that might fit the bill to your answer, but I also, a thing that I enjoyed was that when they first realized that they were surrounded by all the Deadites, their reactions there where they freak out at first, but then regain their calm was a thing that as I was writing it, it felt like it worked as I was going. Like, I don't know if this is going to work. Shouldn't they freak out a little bit? No, it worked. It played well with the characters, and they let me work in a couple of jokes about afterlife with Archie. So I got to have a little bit of meta humor in there as well. Yeah. So I mean,
nice. Good. My daughter loved that series. Let me tell you that much. She loves horror, and to see Archie at horror.
I mean, it's definitely the horror in this is definitely not as serious as Afterlife with Archie, but I hope that it is just as if not serious, if there's at least a little enough tension, you worry about the characters. Yeah.
Dude, you are dropping Ash Williams into Archie's world, bro. Come on, man. I mean, that's wild. So, I mean, as a character and personally, do you feel that he fits in that Archie universe? Or is absolutely not, man. Wrong world, but whatever. He's got to handle his business.
I think he can fit. I think the thing about Ash is that he has a real malleable quality as a character, and he can fit in different places because just like he reacts to the Deadites, it's just the put upon nature. He sighs and he deals with it. So Dealing with the Deadites, yeah. Dealing with Marvel Zombies when he crossed over with them, yeah. Dealing with Barbarians, Red Sonja, yeah. Why would he? You know, this all he has to deal with is some classic teenagers. That should be the least weird thing that he's dealt with. But
Well, you know them
you know,
darn teenagers. Them
that's
kids,
right.
man.
But yeah,
All right.
they'll try his patience.
I'm gonna show us some of the covers in a minute, folks. Hang on tight, because we got to find our son here, because this is horror and it's humor, and that is a title. But again, very few franchises get it right. So how do you keep it groovy and not goofy?
I mean, it's you know, when these pages get out there, I think people are going to look at the same things and get the different responses. I think I'm going to have enough people saying this is too goofy, as this is just right, as this could be a little darker. You know what I mean? But I I just shoot to what feels right at the time. It's gut reaction, and sometimes I get it right, knock wood, and sometimes I don't. And you know, like I said, no two readers are gonna come to it the same. So
Yep.
I have to you know, accept that and just hope that more people than not get a kick out of it and take it in the spirit in which intended.
And I misspoke earlier, folks. The first issue drops in 2 weeks, the 11th. I was looking at issue cover 3 because there's so many dope covers. Check this out. They're already teasing over here. I mean, look at this Robert Hat cover right here. Oh my God.
I
Now,
love that cover.
start talking to me, man. You started getting this art, because here you are, you writing this baby, and now you start getting the art for this madness that you were supposed to come up with in 72 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, how is that like now? I mean, did they give the artist 72 hours too?
I hope not. No, yeah, no, it's I was there was some surprises for me on this. The first thing when I was writing it, I was going to send them a request to make it look like the classic Archie House style of the 70s, you know, the Dan DiCarlo look, and I wasn't sure that they were going to go that way. I thought that they might make it a little bit more in the vein of typical Army of Darkness books or Afterlife with Archie, stuff like that. No, they Bill Galvin is doing the art, and he is drawing it exactly like something you would have found on the stands in the 80s. I'm super excited about that. And the covers have just been amazing. You saw the Robert Hack one that you put up. That's fantastic. Bill's got a couple of good ones. Francesco Francavilla. There's just bunches of great covers.
Oh my God. I mean, for all of them, wait a minute. I just noticed if you go down, because you have the blind bag variants. Those things are hot right now as well. Oh, there we go. Look at all those tones, right? Jesus. Woo, man.
We got some good ones.
You have what? Okay, you know I love this one right here. Look at this.
Yeah. Yeah, it's my
Francavilla is just the boss, bro.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. I think, like I said, the Robert Hack one I like just because, you know, the Army of Darkness poster with Archie was just it sang, and then yes, it just cracks me up. I love it. And then Bill's cover with the Deadite Betty and Veronica jumping off the pop sign. Those were the first two I saw, so that kind of imprinted on me. I love them.
Yeah, man, but everyone could look vicious for sure. Actually, like, he don't care. I'll chop them up for artists. They please don't. I love them.
Yeah.
You know, this looks serious, but I like this.
Yeah. No, there is not a dud in the batch. They're all winners.
Yeah. Look at that. My man Ash and Archie getting down. This is dope, though. This is so dope.
Yeah, that one I didn't see until just a couple of days ago. I haven't I've been keeping my head down and writing the series. I haven't caught up on all the stuff. They haven't shown them to me. I have to wait until they pop out. But yeah, there's some good stuff.
Yeah, look at this one right here.
Another one from Bill.
Yeah, that is fire, yo. I mean, and it looks fantastic too in black and white.
Yeah,
man, look at that.
Yeah,
I mean, this is great. So how many issues we talking on with this series?
They give me 5 issues to play with, so I got 100 pages worth of Archie and Ash to mess around with, and I'm just now, just before we got on here, I'm a couple of pages from the end of issue 4.
Really?
So yeah.
Oh my gosh! But I mean, what? They only give me 72 hours per story. I mean, per issue.
Luckily,
It's scaring me here,
yeah. Luckily, they're giving me more time to write it. It was just, it was just a couple of days to get the general plot together. But
Gotcha.
yeah, no. Now that the plot is done and I'm working on the series, I get a little bit more time. And yeah,
I
no.
mean,
So
you say some shit like that, you start scaring some creators. So what?
yeah.
Oh no, the pressure.
I think Matt knows me well enough to know that I would have I would have filled the amount of time that he gave me. So he gave me he gave me a shorter amount of time, and the results probably would have been no better or worse. But yeah, no, I got the email for it back just before New York Comic Con in October, and I've been going to town ever since, and it's been good collaboration with Bill. He's thrown a couple of good ideas out to throw in there and add, and it's been a really easy collaboration. It's been a lot of fun. I mean, like I said,
Great to hear.
I wish there was some kind of crazy anecdote beyond like the quick beginning to it, but no, this has just been a dream assignment, and I love it when things go smoothly.
Fantastic, but not, sometimes it can. I mean, there has to be a point where you feel challenged. This story challenge you creatively in any way that no other story has challenged you yet?
Well, the issue that I'm working on now, this one, there was a challenge in there, and I won't say what it was, but it required me of just like this. I had a scene at the beginning that just it was a good scene, but it didn't feel right. Taking it out just meant that I had to reshuffle the entire issue and rewrite about half of it. And but it's a better product. It feels better paced. So there is that. But I don't think I would have even put that as difficult. It would have been fine if it had gone as it was, but it would have frustrated me. It's just, you had that little thing in the back of your head, that little nagging voice that says just not as good as it could be, make it better. And I'm in the process of doing that. Hopefully it'll work out. At least it's making me feel better about it. It would be terrible if I sent both versions of the scripts to the editor and I don't see a difference. But
they'll see one.
Yeah. We're moving stuff around, and I've got some good extra action in there, and some exploding heads, and arrows,
baby.
and we've got it all. We're bringing the chainsaw out in this issue. Yeah, it's happening.
Oh, I can't wait. Now listen, Army of Darkness fans are loud, and Archie fans can be just as protective.
Yes.
How do you win? Both sides over. In the case.
If I knew the definitive answer to that, this book would sell 1 million copies. No, it's most fans are just happy to see the story, and have a good time with it. There are a few people that you can never make happy because it's not going to match what's in their head 100%. And there's nothing you can do about that. I know those folks are out there. There's a couple of characters in comics and movies that I'm that way about. So I understand it with them, but the only thing you can do is for myself. The only thing I can do is write the best I can, match it to the character voices that I'm familiar with, that I've read, that I've watched, match it as best I can, and then if I make any mistakes, the editors will come to me and say, look, you can't do it this way. And then I'll fix it. And if they're happy, at the very least, the stewards of the characters have signed off on it, then, most of the fans should be okay. Those few who have a very definitive take that's in their head and I don't have access to in their heads, they might not be happy, but, knock wood that I win them over anyway. So
you're going to win them over. Come on,
I
man.
hope so.
When they feel the Burnhamania burn within them as they read this, forget about it. It's a wrap, son. It's a wrap. Right?
We'll hope. Yeah, no, I'm excited. I've gotten some fun jokes in here that I didn't think that they would let me to get in. Some of them are just stupid. I mean, I got an Edgar Allan Poe. I got a Cask of Amontillado joke in the first issue. Who puts that in an Archie book? But they let me put it in there. So, it's nice. We'll see. Yeah.
All right. So looking back, like you're saying, is there really a particular one outside of that one you just mentioned, a panel or a moment that makes you grin every time that you think about it?
There is. And this one I want to the first the one that came to mind first I want to say for a surprise, but there is another one that that I got that I loved, and it was just uh it was Archie and Jughead. Jughead is freaking out over the situation of a zombie apocalypse, and Archie's just, he's giving him. Bill decided to draw this as the Batman and Robin meme. So Archie is slapping some sense into Jughead, and he drew it as the meme. And I didn't ask him to draw it as the meme. That is 100% his inspiration, and it
Yeah.
is hilarious. So
Oh,
that
goodness,
panel, he
yes.
drew what I asked, but he took it up a notch, and it makes me laugh every time I see it.
Oh, I cannot wait to see this now. You
Yeah,
see, folks, my man knows how to tease right here, right? We don't gotta be going to no clubs to be teased. He's teasing us
there
right
it
here.
is.
I mean, hand it down, baby. Now, where does this rank on your personal "What did I just unleash" list?
Well, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait and see how people react, and before I put it on that list. No, it is. It's not the weirdest project I don't think that I've ever been a part of, but
Okay.
it's close. So like I said, I getting to write an Archie crossover and have like a comedy horror vibe, not a straight horror vibe like Afterlife, but something like this. It's not something I ever thought I would do, and I think some of the weirdness. I hope it's going to connect. So let's put it in some of the top 5 of the weirdest things that I've put out into the world, and see if it climbs from there.
Well, let's get it.
Hmm.
Now, talking about climbing, we're climbing in through this new year, through this snowy winter right here. I don't know where you're at, but I know where I'm at. Please,
Yeah,
please.
I'm in the middle of
No more
Minnesota,
snow.
so I'm in the middle of very cold.
Yes.
Very cold area. Yeah. So it's like I was saying to you earlier today. I was so excited. It is 6 degrees above zero, and
Look at that.
it feels like a heat wave, because I went
Yeah.
to the grocery store yesterday and it was 20 below.
In shorts, look at this guy. He's crazy. I
Yeah.
mean,
Well,
all
shorts and a
right,
pea
but
coat.
so climbing through the year. Any plans thus far on conventions, appearances, signings? What's going on here? Where can we meet
Oh,
you? Shake your hand, get a signature. Feel
um.
the burn of
Yeah. Yeah.
Burnhamania.
Yeah. Yeah.
See the
Right now.
24-inch pencils you use to write.
Uh, yeah. Gosh. You know what? That's the craziest thing is, this year I didn't work ahead, and I didn't plan ahead, so I don't know yet
Oh wow,
which
okay.
shows I'll be at. I'm hoping to be back at Twin Cities Con, but that's not till November. Beyond that, I'm looking to see what I can have time for. There's a few things that didn't work because of some personal scheduling, family stuff that conflict with conventions that I would have otherwise wanted to go to. So yeah,
Mm.
it's what a terrible thing for me to say is I don't know, but right now, my website will announce it heavily and heartily the minute I do have
You
a
mean that
signing or
website
convention.
right there, the
That is the one.
burnhamania.com, right
There
there. It's
it
that
is. That's the
easy.
one. That's where to find out when and if I'll sneak out of my forest home to
Yeah,
go sign some books. But I mean, yeah, right now
he,
nothing's
he
set up. But yeah,
he goes get milk and cigarettes, for a moment when he leaves the house and just
yeah, just
what happened?
shit.
He comes back on Monday. What happened? Oh, yeah, I got
Yeah,
kidnapped by these guys. Why you got these comic books? Oh,
that's right.
I
Oh
might as well
yeah,
take a box with me when I jumped out the van.
that's it. That's
You know.
exactly how it goes.
But bro, I want to right here, but I need you to give us that final pitch right here.
Mhm.
Why must people read Archie and Army of Darkness? Numero uno.
Right now, it is a silly, goofy shot of insanity, and if anything, right now, I think people need some silliness and goofiness and safe insanity in their heads to scrub some of the other images out for a few minutes. That's what I think. It's going to be fun, and we need the fun. We need the fun. We've all seen the news. We need some fun. That's my pitch. Let me distract you for 10 minutes with a comic book.
There we go. Thank you, Erik. Thank you for bringing the burn on that one, because that's what we need. We need some entertainment, some fun, some get us out of this world for a moment.
Yeah,
I think we need a lot more of that in our entertainment, so that way it keeps us entertained. It doesn't feel like I'm reading a newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
Just with my favorite superheroes. Please don't do this to me no more. Stop it.
That's
I want
right.
to be entertained, So thank you. I appreciate that a lot, man. You and your creative team, man. It's pretty dope. I think this idea is absolutely wonderful. I definitely put a smile on my face when I first saw it announced. I was like, oh shit, what? It's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be insane. I mean, I've seen Archie mash up with just about everybody. So why not Ash?
Why
Come
not?
on now.
That's right.
It's gonna be fire, baby.
That's
right. I'm digging it. Man, look how easy Peter. This is the man right here, bro. We gotta make things happen. We gotta support comic books. So I showed you his website, right? So see, that's Burnham Mania. Everything is the show notes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Follow Erik also on Instagram at Erik Burnham. You heard? Easy, and that's Erik with a K, not a C, folks. Right? And then go check out Dynamite Comics at dynamite.com. You can check out all the covers, and find out right there, comic shop locator. See what shops near you. Make sure you put that on your pull list. Get it digitally your favorite, digital shop. Make it happen. You heard? I mean, I'm not there. Go to Archie. I'm sure they got it too. So again, this is a mashup. Show that love, all right, Crusaders. Because again, if you love comics, that take risk, mash genres and punch expectations right in the face, you have to support this book. So buy it, share it, and please scream about it to everybody. You heard? Because creativity lives where fear dies, and sometimes where deadites rise. Yeah, baby. Now, great stories also don't ask permission. They kick the door down. Right, Erik?
That's right.
So until next time, this is Almega with Erik Burnham, reminding you, read loud, dream big, and stay groovy. Wepa! Thank you for listening to the Comic Crusaders podcast. If you like the content, please subscribe and turn on notifications. Also, please visit comiccrusaders.shop and our extended podcast family over at undercovercapes.com. And also make sure to download the Comic Crusaders app on the Google Play Store today.